Hello and welcome. This new video from the 5-Minute Exam English channel is designed to help you improve your writing skills for the Duolingo English Test. I've taken a writing task that you can find on Duolingo's official online practice test, and I've written my own answer to it. You can see my answer in just a few moments. I have two objectives for this video. First, I want to give you some advice on how you can write a high-scoring text. Second, I want to introduce you to some useful words and phrases that you can incorporate into your own writing. So here's my answer to the question, and here I have 6 things that you must pay attention to if you want to write a good text. Duolingo's scoring system uses these 6 features to assess your writing. I've written 100 words, which would definitely help to get me a good score for length, but I reckon if you're able to write between 60 and 80 words, you've done very well. Task relevance means that you must write an answer that is connected to the task. You can't write about a different topic because that would get you a low score for task relevance. Now let's examine the task. There's a statement, then there are 2 questions. I've answered the first question in the opening sentence. That's what everyone should do. Start answering the question you have immediately. Don't waste your time rewriting the question like in IELTS. When I say I agree to some extent, it means I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't totally agree and I don't totally disagree. In this paragraph, I wrote about why I agree. I said, yes, there are many people around us who want more money and more possessions. The advertising industry exists to sell these people dreams of cars, high-tech computers, and so on. In the second paragraph, I said, on the other hand, there are people who are happy with the things that they have. I know people who have this kind of mentality. In conclusion, I think my answer is relevant to the task, because I answered the 2 questions and I didn't go off topic. Now let's examine some interesting words and phrases that I used for this task. I introduced this phrase earlier. You don't have to use these exact words if you are given an agree-disagree question. In fact, here are some more suggestions for you. When you strive, it means that you try very hard to get something or achieve something over a long period of time. This is a word that is used by native speakers and learners of English with a high level, so it's going to help me get a good score for lexical sophistication. When a person has riches, it means that they have a large amount of money and expensive possessions. I used a different word down here to talk about money and possessions. I also used different words in place of people. Those, men and women, not everyone, folk. If you can avoid repeating the same words all the time, that will improve your score for lexical diversity. When we envy, it means that we wish we had something that another person has. It's considered to be a negative emotion. When advertisers target groups of people, it means that the products they sell are directed towards these people, and the advertisers try to make these people spend their money. Next we have discontented. This word describes a person who is unhappy or unsatisfied with some aspect of their life, maybe their job or their love life perhaps, or because they just never have enough. Discontented is another high-level word that will help me to get a good score for lexical sophistication. But look, I haven't used sophisticated words everywhere. I've got some simple words such as met, people, learned. Remember, you have only 5 minutes to write your text, so don't spend lots of time thinking about great words. If you know a basic word that fits your sentence, use it. Next, I want to introduce you to a simple but useful grammar structure. Subject plus verb to be plus always plus ing verb. We use this structure to talk about regular actions that are problematic or unpleasant. Now I want you to remember this small but important phrase. We use it to present the opposite of what we just said. In this paragraph, I said that greedy people exist. In this paragraph, I gave the opposite point of view, that there are people who are contented and not greedy. The verb pursue has different meanings, but in this context it means try to achieve something over a long period of time. Some people pursue money, some people pursue fame and respect, some people pursue self-improvement. So the pronunciation is pursue. Let me quickly talk about grammar. In terms of grammatical accuracy, I'd get a very high score. Obviously, it's easy for me to use accurate grammar because I'm a native speaker of English. That said, in terms of grammatical complexity, maybe I wouldn't get the best possible score. I have a couple of complex sentences which include relative pronouns. Good. But I don't have any complex verb tenses like the present perfect continuous. I don't have any conditional sentences. But let me say this, I'm an examiner for a different exam, not Duolingo, which uses a computer system. One of the problems I see is that people try very hard to use complex grammar structures, and they use structures that don't actually fit the context. So, for example, they try to use a third conditional sentence when it's not a good idea to use it. So they lose marks. I think you have to find a balance between grammatical accuracy and grammatical complexity. Anyway, I think I've been speaking for a long time now, so I'm going to finish the video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was useful for you.